Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama diberi Nur Syairah binti Muhammad Rizal.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Ilhawan Zatu Raihana binti Wan Ahmad Rugirman.
Nama diberi Nur Mazli Farisha binti Mazaini.
Hi, my name is Nur Syazwani binti Sulaiman.
Nama saya Puan Mulyani binti Muhammad Effendi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama diberi Nur Farah Fazana binti Mas Azmi.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Wan Izzatul Raihana and I am representing my group members from College Matriculasi Johor to present our project of an e-board game for enhancing the subtopic cell division in Biology Matriculation Syllabus SB015. These e-board game are equipped with questions, diagrams and motivational quotes for the players to see and read. So, what is cell division board game? It is one of a technology development that can be used in education as an impact of Industrial Revolution 4.0. It could also encourage students' interest in biology, as well as foster their ability to think critically and creatively. The interactiveness also enables the student to actively be involved in the online learning session, thus increasing their motivation to learn about the topic. Even though endemic have been enforced by the government, hybrid learning, which are a mix of an in-class learning and online class learning session, are still being practiced for safety purpose. This causes students unable to have maximum tutorial time, unable to obtain direct resources of knowledge regarding the topic they are learning, and limits their social skills during class. Besides that, some students also felt boring with the common learning session where they need to hear the explanation passively without any entertainment. Hence, we have aimed to develop and build an interesting board game that can be used as a medium to improve the students' understanding in biology, which specifically cell division. Since we had prepared the answer scheme along with the questions, it can help the students to use their free time to answer the quiz on the board game without us, the teacher, to check their answers. Besides that, we use Among Us character as our theme and improve the rules of the snake board game to pique students' interest. To join our board game, you need to scan the QR code given to see the display of the board game. Firstly, you need to choose any avatar and click on the hand icon besides the dice to determine the number of steps. Next, you need to move your avatar by following the number of dice that had been drawn before. If your avatar stops on the box that got question mark, you need to click on the purple card in the middle of the board game. If your avatar stops on the blue box, you can move forward following the number that had mentioned on the screen. Meanwhile, if your avatar stops on the red box, you need to move back following the number that had mentioned. At certain box, you need to answer the question given. If you stop on stop box, you will lose one turn. You can toss the dice again if you got correct answer, but if you got it wrong, you need to give the turn to the next player. The first player that reached the final destination will considered as a winner. With this cell division board game, students can learn cell division in a fun way with their friends. Our board game also had been supported by some lecturers due to its effectiveness in learning session by following the current of modernization. Some students and kids also had verified our board game because of its visual despite some hard questions. We can see 90% of the students strongly agree that they have also stated that they enjoyed playing the board game, hence ultimately have increased their motivation to learn more about this topic. These surveys were enhanced by the high marks from cell division quiz obtained by the students. We can see that this board game will bring many benefits. Firstly, this board game is easy to develop to improve the class experience without diminishing learning. Students who are having fun while learning tend to memorize more easily. Next, this board game totally will be fun. It will turn passive learning into active learning because the learning process was not boring as we read alone all the things through the books. Learning process by using this board game will be effective because it will help the teachers to see how well their students understand the topic. Not only that, this board game is a playful approach to learning which requires the student to play with ideas. And lastly, this board game is attractive because it includes colorful diagrams and modern character to increase students' interest during the learning session. E-board game could be applied to other topics in subject biology such as photosynthesis, where there are many processes and cycles involved. Besides that, we could make it more interactive by developing an app and create a physical model of the board game and distribute to other matriculation college and secondary schools so that students can either play during an online class or during a face-to-face session. Because this e-board game is an online game, hence it does not require any cost to build it, and it is a significant TNL aid to help increase students' knowledge due to the questions and motivational quotes provided. Here is an overview of the e-board game, and here is a demo of the conduction of this e-board game during an online class. As stated before, the leader or teacher will explain about the board game and then also about the instruction on how to play the board game. Then, the game begins where players or students roll dice and answer questions or move boxes according to the instruction given in the card deck. Our e-board game have participated in the KIE 2023 and have been awarded a gold medal. This is all from our team members. Thank you.